sport teaches you a lot of things that are very closely related to life. And I feel whatever time I spent in my school and the way I participated in all the different sports, it helped me understand that spirit, that spirit, how to win, how to be competitive, how to handle defeat. Say I'm playing a match against someone, I lose that game. How do I come back strongly? How to manage that defeat? How to manage success? So it's a big thing about sport. It does teach you a lot, and it teaches you every day because every day you're playing something, and above all, it keeps you fit. At an early age, you are supposed to be very active, and just by running around, it can become a bit monotonous. But when you're playing a sport, when you're with a ball, you know, you can run a lot more. You enjoy it a lot more. And I've always felt, this is my personal belief, when you're part of some kind of a sporting activity where you are a lot more physical, it really helps your studies because your mind is refreshed and you always crave for it. I feel school to me is the most important part of our life. And yes, it was the same, we used to have a lot of sporting activities in our school. And I felt that pushed me to become a good athlete, to handle different scenarios in life. And I would compete in sports that I was not very good at also. So I feel that is something that can be done in school. We can play a lot of different sports and figure out what we are good at, where we can excel in life. So I feel if I was not if I had not spent so much time in school, would have really affected my career after. Sports as a career was not the thing that the parents really accepted very well. Now you get a lot of people who talk about sporting careers. But in our house, in my home, we used to study and it was the same routine. But the only good thing was whether I'm giving my term exam or my final exam. 4 o'clock, if I'm going out to play, nobody ever stops. Because my father had a very simple saying: if you have studied the whole year, 2 hours, 3 hours won't make any difference. If you have not studied the whole year, still 2 hours won't make a lot of difference. So that was his view, and I always felt that it was something that I could practice. Then I was managing my time well with studies and sports. My family was very interested.
Thank you so much, sir, for very patiently responding to all the questions that our students had. And we would love for you to please share with us how did you feel after visiting the school for the very first time?
Well, it's an interesting concept, and I've been to different schools. I've been to my school after I played India, but it's very different. This is much more modern. They rely much more on innovation, the technology aspect, and it's much more interactive. The students, the relationship between the teacher and the student. So it is more new than anything else, and I feel it's the way to go. I attended a bit in different classes, different segments. I just spent some time with the students, and I felt it was much more interactive, and it is the way forward. And what I really like is the energy that's floating around. I feel sir and the whole family is involved, and everybody looks as to what can be done, how we can keep improving every time. What can we do so that the teachers are improving every year, and I feel it will reflect on the students because the coming generation, it will be very different. How we grew up, the syllabus was very different, and now there's more opportunities, there different type of opportunities, and the way we are evolving in another 5 years, 7 years, I feel there'll be a lot of revolution in different spheres, and the opportunity, the job opportunity or career opportunity will keep on changing. We'll have new spheres, where there will be an opportunity. So it's very important to keep up with that kind of a pace and to equip our children, so that in another 2 years, 3 years, they're up to date when it comes to the technology and the newer aspects of life. So I'd like to wish them all the very best, and
Thank you so much,
a
sir.
big thank you to all the teachers. And you know, hopefully, they keep doing well. They keep enjoying. The way you are taught may have changed, but the basic principle still is the same. So hard work. I feel technology may change, everything may change, but you won't find a replacement for hard work. So hard work, discipline, honesty, be aware in the class. Whatever is happening, give you 100% as to what the teacher is telling you, and I feel studies will become very easy. Participate in a lot of sport. Give a lot of love to your fellow classmates. There'll be seniors, respect them. There'll be juniors, You give them a lot of love. So practice this, and I feel you'll be doing very well in life. So all the very best, and enjoy this phase of life. It never comes back, and it just flies through. So whenever I visit the school, I come back. It just feels amazing.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words of wisdom definitely will add more value. Huge round of applause.
Vistara News, Nikhara, Janapara.